summer of 2012, I experienced something. Something common, something usual, something many of you have experienced before. Something I'm going to talk about today. Happiness. Why was I happy? Simple. It was the Olympics. Kenya had won. To be more specific, David Rudisha had won. This man had shattered the record for the men's 800 meters event. He had accomplished his goal, his target, his passion, his personal ambition. Ever since training, ever since setting his own, time, was to be there and to win. And this man took his happiness, but it didn't just stay with him. His happiness infected me. It infected hundreds of Kenyans, thousands, millions of Kenyans. This man took his happiness and made it contagious. In the same Olympics, a 19-year-old girl named Sarah Attar came in last place in the women's 800 meters event. But she described it as a wonderful day. Why? Because she had achieved her target. No, her target was not to be last. Her target was to be there, to participate, to be on the starting lineup with one of the world's fastest women. And she did it. She accomplished her goal. And in doing so, she became one of the first female Saudi Arabian athletes to ever set foot in the Olympics. She empowered women across the world through achieving her goal. She put a smile on all the little girls in Saudi Arabia that aspired to be sportswomen. Sarah Attar motivated. She spread her happiness and she empowered. She received a standing ovation from the people that were gathered to watch her. How many times do we see number last in the Olympics receive a standing ovation? How many times? How about a round of applause for Sarah Attar? So I began to think about myself. You see, for so long, I've been told to do things for others and to put others' needs before yours. And that was kind of misguided in some way. Because these people were attaining their medals, their recognition, they were attaining their happiness and then spreading it. It's not selfish to do some things for yourself. It's not selfish to attain your happiness because it spreads. Because by attaining your unique goals, you happen to inspire others to spread that happiness. Now, at first, this was a little difficult for me to accept. Because you see, for 17 years, I'm 17 years, and say most of that 17 years, I haven't really been my own person. I haven't really had my own identity. I've always been compared to one other person. I've always been the reflection of one other person, the mirror image of this other person. For 17 years, I've been a twin, an identical twin. If I walked off this stage and he walked on, you guys wouldn't know. And this is it. Since we were brought up, since we were born, we've always been, taught the same thing, put in the same environment, and above all, dressed the same way. I'm not sure why my parents did this. Maybe they got like a discount for buying the same clothes I still don't understand, or maybe some amusement that I don't get. But that was it. We were taught by the same teachers. We were put in the same schools. We were essentially one person. And I felt that there was nothing unique about me. Because whatever I could accomplish, he could accomplish. Whatever I could do, he could do. We liked the same things. We were brought up by the same parents, taught the same thing. I mean, it does not get closer than that in looks and in personality. But then something happened as we grew. Something happened as we grew up. Actually, two things happened as we grew up. One, I became a little more handsome. And two, we followed different paths. My brother wanted to be someone else. He wanted to do something else. He wanted to achieve different goals. We were the same, we were identical, but we weren't. My brother had a different career path in mind. He had different objectives. He had different ways of achieving his happiness. And I did too. And this was motivating. This was inspiring because I could spread that happiness. I could take my happiness and spread it to the world because for once I was unique again. For once I could take my happiness in a unique way. And I could spread it in a unique way. Look at the person sitting next to you. Think about the people in your lives. You each have different goals. You each have different targets. And you can each achieve your happiness in different ways. And thus, spread it in different ways. We still like the same things. No, we like the same things. But as I conclude, I'd like you all to do something for me. Imagine a light right in front of you. Imagine a bright, glowing light right in front of you. That light represents your happiness. Now I need you all to raise one arm. Raise one arm, guys, and reach out for that light. Reach out for your happiness. Now grab it, hold it, clench your fist around it. It's yours, guys. Now watch. Watch as some of that light, some of that happiness travels to the person next to you, to the people around you, to me, and to the rest of the world. Thank you.